Hey, what's going on? In this video, we're going to discuss 3 things you need in order to fix and flip your way to wealth. We're going to discuss them right here, right now, at this moment. First of all, if you like this content, hit the like button and then hit that subscribe button. So let's get right to it. The number one thing you got to realize when you want to fix and flip a house is to buy below market value. If you buy a house at market value, you will not be able to get a deal in order to make profit. You will essentially make no money. And you want to make money if you're going to spend money to renovate a house and then to flip a house. If there is no profit in the deal, then you can't make a profit. It's common sense. So anyway, you want to buy at least 25 to 30% below market value. Now, that includes the construction costs and that includes your closing costs. So remember that. Let's say you buy a house that is $100,000. Okay? The market value is $200,000. The market value means that when you want to sell the house, you can sell the house for $200,000. But you're buying the house for $100,000. How much profit do you have? That's $100,000 of profit. Now, the caveat here is that you need to figure out how much money is it going to cost for the construction. The construction is the kicker here. But let's say the house needs $20,000 in construction. So that's $20,000 for construction. That's $100,000 to buy the house. And let's say you need another $10,000 for closing cost fees. So the final price is $130,000. So that leaves you with $70,000 of profit. That's a good deal. That's not a bad deal. That's a great deal. These are the type of deals you got to find. Now, let's say you saw that house for $200,000 and the market value of the house is $200,000. Would you buy that house? The answer is no. It's an absolute no. You would never ever buy a deal like that. So that's number one. Only buy homes that are below market value. Number two, you want to make sure that when you are ready to do the construction, you have at least 3 contractors come to the house to give you a budget for the house. Now, here's a trick to this. You never pay contractors in advance. You always pay contractors for the work in place. Now, they may say that they need money for labor. I'm sorry. Now, the contractors may say that they need money for material. That's fine. You go to the supply house and you buy the material for them. Now, they may say that they don't work that way. And you know what you tell them? Adios amigos. I don't do business like that. That's what you tell the contractor. Because what's going to happen is if you pay them in advance, and let's say they don't show up, or let's say that they're delayed with their project, and that's going to delay your project because every single month you got to pay the mortgage, you got to pay the taxes, you got to pay the insurance, and guess what? Every day that they're not there doing the work, you still got to pay. You're still on the hook. So remember that. Only pay contractors for work in place and at least have 3 different budgets so you can get a perspective of each contractor's mindset on how they're going to approach the job. And you also want to look for a really good price as well. By the way, lots of people lose money with the contractor. Okay. Number 3, when the house is pretty, hire a good broker to sell the house. Somebody that's experienced, somebody that have sold homes in that area, and you can sell the house for a good price. When you put the house on the market, never try to sell the house for a higher price than what it's worth. Try to sell the house for what it's worth. Typically, a good trick you can do is to list the house maybe 5% below what it's worth, because now you can get a bid uh, for your house. So now you can get a lot of buyers bidding for your house, which can increase the value of your house. Let's say the same house you're trying to sell for $200,000. Let's say you try to sell the house or you put the house on the market for $190,000. What happens is once it hits the market and the buyers see that it's $10,000 below market value, then you're going to get maybe instead of you getting 10 buyers, you may get 20 buyers or 30 buyers. That's all coming in at 190, 195. Somebody may come in at 200. And somebody may say, I really want to get the deal. And they're looking at all these other competitors out there and they say, you know what? I'm going to submit 205 so I can solidify the deal. Now, you just sold your house for $5,000 more because you have generated a type of listing where people are are anxious to want to get your house. And that's what you want to do. You want to create some sort of bidding process where people are eager and they really want to buy your house.